Yellow. This is gonna be another shorter one, I think. Oh my god. I'm going out of town again. And I gotta get ready for that tonight. So I just want to do a little bit more Ace Attorney and get through the trial before I did that. I know if I really wanted to, I could probably get through the whole fucking... Actually, I don't think I could. No, let me look at this. Disregard what I just said. Disregard what I just said because he's fucking lying to you. He could not get through the whole case. I tell you because where I am at in the case length, by the end of today, I will be at 2 hours out of 7 hours and 30 minutes. So that's not happening. What should have been like an hour last time was like 2. So we're just gonna get through like the case today, the trial. And that's it. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it up. I'm not getting any more preamble. Let me move this to the side. Let me turn this off. Let me move this over here. Let me click this. Okay. Rise from the Ashes, trial ladder. Late. Oh, she's sad. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
Mr. Wright?
Huh? What?
Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up in the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface. But no
No, it's not really like what you just said at all, because that wasn't words.
But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there.
Pretty much. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Oh my god. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn the trial around, right?
Oh my god. Wow, I gotta move this mic.
Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least.
Officer Marshall!
Thought I'd come take a look to see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing doesn't really have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now don't that just beat all?
Huh?
I've seen the red breeze blow from her slender neck many a time. I saw that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? She was wearing a muffler and then she wasn't? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. What?
So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes, you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh. I have a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Hooey! He's so fake. February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. I love ribs. I'd like to resume? I also like ribs. What's up? The judge keeps looking at the prosecution. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, and you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. It can't be! This can't happen!
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Nothing. Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me. Knock knock? Who's there? What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Hey! The temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
Who on earth is he? Oh, it's you! Is he gonna... Oh! Sorry I'm late, Aji. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see. Hey, Aji. How you been? Swim much these days? Ah, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy schmizzy, Aji. My boy, you have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed.
Achi seems to be his nickname for the judge.
I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? So you're Rhino, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks. Sorry about our little worthy getting you all in that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. That little worthy. Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of the police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Name's Cat. Damon Cat. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, what do we do to owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's...
My sister's muffler.
So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think it was stuffed in that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. He's a freak. This guy's a fucking freak. It really is quite embarrassing, even for us. Oh, what's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief! What kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth? How could you miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? No, wait a minute, Worthy. I have no desire to hear your excuse. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had... Your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. But blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is just push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore.
Come on, just hurry up and open the fucking thing.
Okay, let me move across slowly. Ooh, switchblade. Oh, there's a finger, there's a handprint. There's a oil slick print. What?
Don't scare me like that.
I'm the one who's scared.
Look at the knife blade. The tip is broken off.
And this dark red stain. Blood? Blood? Switchblade knife added to the court record. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police. And this knife. Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one. Really. Department in disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between the knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to the case here, so I can't talk much about it. What? There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Uchi. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! 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 Anyway, we at the department were all flustered. You might as well assume. We're in the middle of a top-secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright? 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places?
The chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. I want to make some shit up. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. This knife is special, but I can't say how, there's evidence to prove a connection to Goodman. Check. Oh, sorry, I was just not reading that because I knew exactly what to say.
I know exactly where that is. I know. I've got it.
You stupid idiot. I have a card right here. Oh, wait. Just kidding. Just kidding, I thought it would be on this card. I was like, oh, of course the ID card. Oh. Goodman's note. SL92. SL9. Yeah. It was upside down. It looks like 675, but it's actually SL9. Present. Wait a second. At last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Stop talking like that, you freak. An honest-to-goodness, what do you mean for Mudgy? This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here we also have A memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 9 minus S, 7S, 12, 2. You stupid. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside... The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? Whoa! Oh! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag.
Yeah, that's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag.
Order. Well, Chief? Oh, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game was this guy playing? The knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. That was a bad day for the... I gotta press this. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say? Was it, in fact, a murder weapon? Nice! Good show, Little Worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. It was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car?
Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked here, so I can't talk much about it. Sorry, one sec. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence. It's not officially linked. So... How can you say that there's no connection? How? Because I'm a chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand? Hard to understand, Righto. Well, if you can prove that there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I'd like to find and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor's office. One at the police department. That can't be a coincidence.
And that knife! What was it doing there?
I'd better check this knife out. Evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Okay. What is this? Can I not point that out? Is it just looks funny? Okay. That was a bad day for the department. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy, what with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? A detective was killed. See, what a mess. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Audrey? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help. If you, by help, you mean giving me data on the case? What?
Oh, good one. This gets sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
Where the victim was found, we already know that. When the victim died, we already know that. How the victim was killed. Well, how was the detective killed?
How was he killed? Now, that's an interesting part. It was what we in the forest called a stabbing with a knife.
A knife? That's exactly the same as a detective.
That's the spirit. We're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death.
It seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder.
The time of the crime? 5:15.
5:15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances?
That doesn't seem like good chances. Coincidence? I think not.
This is just my gut feeling. I'd say there's a 0.01 chance of that happening.
Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident.
It's not officially linked.
How can you say there's no connection?
How? Because I'm a chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand? Try to understand, Righto. Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is.
Am I... Do I just have to say the knife? No, I keep pressing. I need to present the knife.
And that knife, what are we gonna do about the knife? You've gotta do a knife.
Wait, no, okay, so... Evidence for a case. It's a bad day for the department. It's not officially linked to this case, so I can't. Can I present the knife? Is the knife the thing? Present. No, okay. Interesting. Two detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife. What was that doing there? Better check this knife out. Okay, maybe... what? No, I didn't mean to... Oh my god. No, stop talking. I meant to check the knife. Check. What? The tip of the knife is gone. No? I'm so confused. Okay, maybe that was all that there was on that knife. Can I check the shoe? The shoe just had blood on it, right? Yeah, we already know that. That's just a picture. Can I check this knife? That's just a knife. I don't know why he has that scary ass knife. Can I check this? No. Can I... if I do this, if I say... I say no? Nope. Okay. I don't know what it wants from me. Let's just go through these again.
Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
Okay, was that my hint? Was that my hint? Nope. Okay. I don't know what you want from me. Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with that. It was a bad worship, and that's fine. Deckard was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this case, so I can't talk much about it. Okay, so I already showed this. I don't fucking know. What do you even want me to say here? I've pressed every single thing. I don't know what it was doing there. I've already, but I don't understand. This knife is evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Yes, but on the day of the murder. There's evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show. There's evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen the day of the murder, and it was found to be exhausted by Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Where's the other picture? Did we just lose that? I'm just so confused. It's not officially linked to this case. Okay. Well, it can't be this. It can't be this. It can't be this. Can't be this. Can't be this. Can't be this. No. 1221 SL. I already presented this. Muffler was heard over phone call with Emma. I seriously just don't even know. This is Goodman's shoe? Yeah. What is happening? This knife is evidence in a case. It was stolen from the apartment's evidence room. Okay. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Is it this? Nope. Okay. Thank God it's gonna close. Thank you. Because I just don't even know what's going on. I appreciate it. Let me just start over.
Well, you fucked up.
Like, oh my God. Did I like soft lock myself? Like I just feel like I just did not understand what they were wanting me to press. I pressed everything. Maybe I had to press everything first. No, it's definitely not the case. They wouldn't release a game like 3 times with something like that. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I'm gonna press everything first, and then I'm gonna... Oh my God, there's just so much we have to sit through. I'm dying! Is there a better skip? Full auto skip. It's already on full auto skip. Okay, let's wait 8 minutes.
Hey guys.
We have to, oh my God. This guy's gonna be the bane of this because he's just gonna stare at the fucking screen for like 8 minutes. Yes, it's very funny. This is your punishment for he's like,
You fucked up. You fucked up real bad.
oh my God. He's so funny. He's so silly. Genuinely, like, they had to know what they were doing. He's like, if you mess up, you have to sit through him, like, staring at you like you're a dumbass.
No, no. Oh, okay. No.
Sorry, I gotta go real slowly. I could have just gone to the left 1, but no, I'll go all the way to the right. Okay, I'll click this. Chink. Okay. This is okay, this knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. Okay, I can do that. Present this. Wait a second.
What?
Okay, so since this is the thing that changes, we have to be able to use this somehow.
This knife is evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Do I show the knife? No, okay, so I press this. So this knife was stolen?
Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say? Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen in the murder. It was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car.
Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
Okay. Present. No knife. The knife was evidence in a case. Present the knife? No, why would you present the knife? That doesn't make any sense. Present this? No. Present the knife? Let me save. Before we get through all this, let me save. Okay. Present the knife. No. Present the phone call. No. What do you mean? It was stolen from the evidence room. The ID card? I don't know. What do you mean I pressed every single I will load? I'm loading. Okay, ready? So we already pressed that. I'll press this. What happened? How the victim was killed. Well, how was the victim killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was a stabbing. A knife. That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. But now you know. That's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were some more similarities between the two cases than that. Seems you're going to have to press a bit harder. Time of death, 5:15. 5:15, but that was at the same time. What are the chances? Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. It's not officially linked. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. You can't just say that. Oh my god, what do you mean? The knife was evidence in a case that was stolen from the department. It was a bad day of the department. We weren't in any shape to investigate. A detective was killed at the police department. What a mess. Ooh. Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested, that's quick. So a lot of extra questions, maybe you can help. Oh, good one. The kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one more thing, one thing only. Where the victim was found. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on the corpse, where the corpse was found. But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room of the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second. Okay, this is what I had to do. I've heard of that.
The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now?
Yeah, the knife was from the evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Hey, there's a connection. I get to play the game again. Between the two cases.
You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go down to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Oh my god. Fucking loser. Holy shit. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven.
You don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. Tap the paper. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number of the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that detective was murdered at the police department. Was killed in the very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be many connections for it to be a coincidence. Too many.
You got me. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See? That's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all.
Can we get the information unofficially?
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
What? Really?
Who would have guessed? Ah!
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? Press. If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything?
Huh, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Oh well. I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. The victim's division, the ID number, the victim's gender. The victim's division. Okay, well, what division was the victim stationed in?
Oh, you want to know that, do you? Do you? Criminal Affairs, Division 1. The detective's responsible for homicide cases.
Homicide? That would be the same division as Detective Gumshoe.
Detective Goodman, who was killed in the underground parking lot, was homicide too.
It's almost like a serial killer was after homicide detectives.
Except the serial killing happened simultaneously, scientifically speaking.
Well, I sure hope Detective Gumshoe wasn't next on the list. I like that guy. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one in the prosecutor's office. And that
Knife. Oh my god, the knife.
We don't need the gender. Who cares about the gender? Let's get the ID number. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
We keep it tight later on our ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is
5842189. Cool. Oh, I just took a screenshot.
Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8, 2, I can't do it.
You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department, 858422189, tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think.
Meaning?
I gotta really think here. It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. We're gonna tell you the fucking ID I have.
Silly. Witness! I just hit my microphone.
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news. Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have our police ID number right here.
Oh ho! Is it yours?
No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret.
Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189.
And? This means what exactly?
Huh?
Wait, that ID number we heard from Chief earlier, that started with 82.
I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right again. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. What? Wait a second, right? What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The two ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that?
Oh! Ho ho ho! Sharp as a tack, righto. Sharp as a tack. But wait! Detective Goodman is our victim! I like that guy.
It was He was He was killed at 515 in an underground parking lot by Yes, she makes a scary sound. A detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So, what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location.
Order! 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 Chief, what does this mean?
No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case.
Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight. The grave error. Mr. Edgeworth. They're yours.
What? How dare!
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Officer Meekins.
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got a report, sir.
You don't mean him?
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with Lana Sky's incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right at the top of the report.
What did your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if the officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged.
In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence on duty of your part, Worthy.
But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then
No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy.
What?
Now what was that second rule of evidence law,
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, well, it's Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
Normally you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Right over here. Good job, Righto, my boy.
Huh? I was just doing my job.
No. No! It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? Rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair this past December.
You mean a month ago? I apologize for this terrible lack. 2 months ago, sorry. Due to lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do.
You'd better get results this time. Really.
You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned.
To be continued. And with that, we've reached the end of this stream, and I will be back probably next Saturday. I don't know for sure. But in the meantime, both this and the stream yesterday will be uploaded, and that's all I have. So I will be back as soon as I can. And until then, please try not to cry, people that are not watching. Okay, good night.